some. I'm gonna save some.
Yeah. So one pill with the $5 super chat is wearing fake hair, makeup, and false eyelashes. Manipulation as well. Because so a woman, do you want an accomplished man? Do you want a man that has money? Do you want a man that's mature? Right. So a lot of the things women want are kind of a little bit opposite. But what would that make you, a gold digger or something? If you just have preferences based on what's going to fit you, based on the game plan that you have. Like, I just think we got to be careful of kind of talking about it's a red flag this and a red flag that, as opposed to just understanding why men prefer those things.
I think it's okay to have a preference of wanting someone that you can grow with, right? The word coaching is a trigger, particularly when we're dealing with over history where men have taken advantage of younger women. Even in arranged marriages, the father decides based off of the man's ability to provide, not his ability to mold his daughter. I think I sent you the clip, Hamp. The man said basically everybody has to come together knowing their role. And my thing is when if a man says, I want somebody young because I want to coach them, that's not saying he got confidence in his wife and her ability to come in as a wife. And she needs to come in as a wife, not as somebody that he needs to coach. Coaching is a trigger word that sends a signal of, I want to control you, instead of saying, I want you to come in as a wife, because she has to be prepared to be a wife, just like he has to be prepared to be a husband. So that's why coaching is a trigger word. Because a father, even like I said, in arranged marriages, a father does not give his daughter to a man to coach her. He gives his daughter because he feels that she's ready to be a wife to this man so that he can be a husband to her, not coach her.
Oh yeah, so you don't think women need coaching to be a wife?
I didn't say that. What I said was, if she wants to be a wife.
I'm asking you a question.
No, I don't think my husband should teach me how to be a wife. I need to come in as a wife, and I'm very transparent. And as I said, because I was raised by a man, my way of learning how to be a wife didn't come from my husband. It came from me being divorced, because my husband couldn't teach me how to be a wife.
Because of what though?
And I didn't.
Because of what though?
What do you mean?
Because you didn't allow him to coach you though.
He couldn't coach me because he could not coach me because he's not a wife.
No, he can coach you. He can coach you by what he wants, but if you're not willing to accept it, then it doesn't matter. No,
that's not coaching. When you have a coach on a football field, the coach already knows who's the quarterback. He already knows who's the running back. He knows these things.
What are you talking about?
Well, I'm telling you, if you're using the term coach,
people are mispositioned all the time. You know that, right?
They are, and you know what? What does the coach do when a person's mispositioned?
Put them in a different position.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, when I come in as a wife, I need to be a wife, and if I'm not a wife, I don't need to be there.
But you said exactly the what though. So let me tell you something. So you got Richard. Did you freeze? Did she freeze?
No.
Okay. Yeah. So like Richard Sherman, he played wide receiver at Stanford. Now he came to the NFL, went for the Seahawks. He's a Hall of Fame cornerback because he wasn't in the right position. His coach put him in the right position to be successful.
Hamp, he had already acknowledged that the man was not prepared. He was not prepared. He played a certain position in college, and when he got to the NFL, his coach said, "You're better at being this."
Yeah, a totally different position.
But what I'm trying to explain to you is, as a husband, that's not your job to teach me to be a wife.
Oh, you're wrong. Okay, I see what you're saying now.
I'm not wrong.
I understand.
Your wife, you should be picking
I
your
understand.
spouse based off of her knowledge and ability to fulfill a role as a wife. And a wife should be getting her husband to know that he's able to be a husband. That is how we should be making decisions, not decisions on how we can change somebody.
I think, well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of like a separate conversation, but you went in your relationship the wrong way. And then we see the results of it.
I agree with that. And as I said,
Because you couldn't take coaching, though. If you take coaching from your husband and do what he asked you to do, you might have been more successful.
No, I wouldn't, because he wouldn't know. He didn't know how to be a husband. We weren't qualified. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. We weren't qualified to be a husband and a wife. And
There's just not that much accountability with your answer.
It's not, as I said, my accountability is I acknowledge that I was not a good wife because I wasn't trained to be a wife. I was not prepared to be a wife. I said that. I don't have a problem admitting that, but I need for men to understand when you are selecting your wife needs to be prepared to be a wife. And women need to pick their husbands because he's prepared to fill that role as the husband. I don't need to coach him to be a husband, and he don't need to coach me to be a wife.
Nobody said you added. Nobody ever said. Nobody ever said no. I never said you're supposed to coach a man to do anything.
And he's not supposed to teach me either. He's supposed to be my husband. He's supposed to be my provider, my protector.
You'll be outside. Read this super chat for me.
This is from Real Bravado Network. $100.
God damn. Hey, bro, we appreciate you. Hey, Real Bravado. If y'all don't follow him, goddamn, one of y'all give him some cheeks, do something, man. We appreciate. Maybe not. Sorry. That's slick. Ro been bothering me for the last 5 minutes. So I'm, you know what I mean? Real. Go ahead, Ro, finish it.
From experience, men should never date a woman older than him. 1 to 3 years, cool. Outside of that, dumpster fire city. So where's my boo thing, Q, aka Miss? I can raise a boy into a man the same as a man.
Yo, Real Bravado, she'll be up here tomorrow, bro. Oh man, god damn. Bees with the $20 super chat. Appreciate you. No love. What you were doing was shaming. Yeah. So she was saying when Love was saying it's a red flag if a man wants a younger woman for X, Y, and Z. She's saying that's giving certain particular vibes. She's just shaming men for their preferences, is what Bees was saying.